So you know that BTS is making a comeback. Even if you don't like BTS, you know that BTS is coming back after 4 long years after their military training in 2026. And the armies all over the world have been waiting for this moment. By the way, I am an army, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that, there are so many personal brands that these celebrities have created that work in their favor. And I am taking BTS's example because even though it is like a group of 7 people, a band, even though it is like something that works on like each other's support system, they have also managed to make a personal brand for each one of them. So if you are an army, if you think of RM, you think of museums, and you think of crabs, and you think of disasters. And if you think of Jimin, the first thing that comes in your mind when you think of Jimin is chairs. And if you think of Jin, it will always be worldwide handsome. And if you think of Jungkook, it will always be like the golden maknae. And if you think of V, you will instantly think of Danny. You will think of his green outfit from Dynamite. If you think of Suga, Yoongi, Marry Me is gonna be constant, and of course a cat. Also, if you think of J-Hope, who is like my all-time favorite, you will just think of Hobie Water. If you're an army, you know what to think. And each one of them, like even though they are 7 members, each one of them have created their own personal brands. If you go to their Instagram, you will see like the same type of like posts are being repeated, and there are like a lot of controversies that keep happening in their life. Even though like shit hits the fan, they still come back stronger every single time. Do you know why that is? I'll tell you in a while. Then we'll take another example of a single person who happens to be Priyanka Chopra. She is an Indian actress who is now like dominating the global cinema, the global entertainment world. She has also her own business, which is Anatomy. And Priyanka's entire journey from being the Miss World to her global domination, there have been like so many ups and downs. She literally disappeared from Bollywood, and there are a lot of theories, a lot of them. Okay, we are not going there because half of them are like always lies. If you think that what you see is real, I will urge you to read like The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and your mind will be blown about the celebrities and how they create this personal persona or brand. And you will like just realize that half of the life is just lie, and it is not the lie that these celebrities tell you, it is the lie that the journalist or the people involved in the entertainment business want you to believe. So that those choices are what makes their brand a personal brand. Now that I have given you some like examples of like stronger personal brands, let me like give you a simple example of how someone who is still in India was trolled so badly, yet her personal brand is strong as ever, and that is Alia Bhatt. Alia Bhatt was trolled on the internet for giving one wrong answer. Who was the president of India or chief minister of Maharashtra? I think either of the two questions were asked. I do not actually follow Bollywood or Hollywood at all. Like I am a filmmaking graduate, लेकिन मुझसे मूवीज नहीं देखी जाती और मुझसे गॉसिप और वो सारी चीजें तो बिल्कुल नहीं देखी जाती. But what I want to tell you is like that one wrong answer made her so freaking viral everywhere. And do you know that her PR agents actually used that bad publicity in her favor? She became like a household name as a joke all over India, and then she flipped her entire persona, and now she's like the strongest, the most talented Bollywood actresses of all times, is how they are portraying her. But I haven't watched many of her films, so I can't like say what it stands for. But what I want to say is like she did manage to like flip her entire personal brand from being the joke of Bollywood to like one of the most talented actresses of Bollywood. So how did this happen? These people involved don't do that. Personal brand strategists or their brand strategists do it for them. And in this video, I'm going to teach you step by step how you can do it for your personal brand. Maybe you have already tried creating a personal brand. Maybe you are someone who already has a business but now is trying to build their personal brand. Or maybe you are a freelancer or a founder, a solo founder or a solopreneur who's selling services and needs to build their personal brand, because you have understood that personal brand is everything. So if you are someone who loves reading more than watching videos, you can follow me on Substack. I actually prefer writing over making these videos. मतलब मैं ऐसे मर के videos बना रही हूँ, only I know, but I am a really good writer and I write blog post, and I was a mom blogger in my previous janam. This is like my new era. So when I was a mom blogger, of course I was writing, and writing is still something that comes naturally to me. So I will share the link to our Substack in the description box below. Do check it out. Also, if you want to connect to us, you can contact us on 9833778383 on WhatsApp. Just drop a hi and say that you want to talk to Harshila, and I will be there for you. I have my office phone here and my entire script is here. So first I want to talk to you about one simple thing that BTS did that actually made them who they are right now. Of course, they were authentic, and of course, they were very, naive when they started out. But you know what made them stand out? Every single time their leader has accepted their mistakes. If they were sexist, they came on screen and they accepted that yes, this song was a problem and we apologize because we were only human beings. And that instantly तुम्हारे मन में ना इज्जत बढ़ जाती है. बट यू नो वॉट मेड देम स्टैंड आउट? Run BTS. I'll be very honest, I became an army because of Run BTS, not because of their music. Because to be honest, see, people in Korea, South Korea, following them is a different thing because they know their language. For me, there is a huge language barrier, okay? And to me, sit down, understand each of the songs and instantly fall in love takes a lot of time. What made them stand out for me was they were just simple 7 boys, silly little boys who believed in one dream, music, and they just did their best. They gave all everything they had. Jungkook was 13 years old and he started training while doing school. Imagine a 13-year-old kid dedicating his entire teenage to something as huge as BTS that is today. So that worked for them. But the one thing that entirely worked in their favor was their community. They focused on building their community. Right from the start, they actually named their fans armies. And they didn't only just name, ऐसे ही नाम के लिए नहीं. मतलब हम बोलते हैं ना कि hi guys, आपने सुना होगा काफी सारे लोगों को who come online and say hi guys, bye guys. They don't actually feel like your friends or family. But BTS made sure with every little action of theirs was so conscious that they made army a part of their journey. If they failed, army knew. If they won, army knew. If they were sad, army knew. Every little thing army saw. They were very authentic about it and they made their community a part of their entire journey. So army has grew up with them. So imagine growing up with someone, even though that person migrates to a different city, you'll still remember them. You'll still keep a tab on them. You'll still follow them on Instagram, on Facebook, and still want to be a part of their life in any which ways possible. And BTS is still here, okay? BTS has always been this long distance friendship that we have, and it is ever growing. Even after 4 years of long break that they have taken, they were doing things for their own personal brands, personal brands. They were releasing their solo music and they were thriving there as well. So that everything that they did was in one direction: authenticity, emotional identity, which was boys of simple background or humble background, community, and their struggles, their growth, basically their emotions. They never hid their emotions. So emotionally we all got so involved that leaving them at any point in life is going to be traumatizing for us only. मतलब उनका तो छोड़ दो कि वो दुखी हो जाएंगे कि आर्मी ने उनको छोड़ दिया, हम ही पहले दुखी हो जाएंगे कि हमने उनको कैसे छोड़ दिया. We might because they were not around, we might like other bands as well, but BTS has this a place in the heart of armies that is so personal that it is very difficult to take over. Even when I am 50 years old, I know that BTS will always have my 20s. My 20s is for BTS because I grew up watching them in my 20s, right? So it might be your teenage for you, it might be your childhood for you. So that is what they are creating. They're building this emotional community, emotional bonding with their armies, and that is why they are working. So how you can do this simple thing in your personal brand is that you can simply start sharing your journey. But let me tell you, if you are like creating a personal brand from scratch, you have maybe 0 followers, or your engagement rate is like drop, I'll not say like make a video about my first business failed. Instead, write a article about something that is of value to them, like your audience, whoever your target audience is, and then in that article put your personal experiences. So I've created a simple celebrity branding formula, and it has just 3 points which I have already like discussed. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने आपसे बात नहीं की है, but I want to like lay it down to you in such a simple manner so that you understand कि how you can now create your own personal brand. And what happens is like most of the times personal brands are created by using chat gpt or social media managers or personal brand strategists who do not know psychology, who do not understand the psychology of creating a personal brand. And that is why your personal brand feels like very basic, non-memorable. So let's focus on creating a personal brand that works in your favor and works as a celebrity. So personal brand has to have all of these 3 principles to actually make it a brand as memorable as a celebrity brand. So the number 1 thing is identity. So you have to know what you stand for. For example, you are creating content, ठीक है? अब what you are creating content, it depends completely on your content strategy, which we'll discuss in other video. Like in this video I want to talk about identity of your personal brand. So for me, if I am creating my own personal brand, I'll tell you about myself. I have a few interests, and one of them is like reading, and I absolutely love reading fiction books. I do not like enjoy non-fiction as such. Like I might read a memoir here and there, and I'm like trying to get into non-fiction, but as of now I am someone who reads story books or like fiction books. And I can like give you, throughout my content I have given you so many examples of my personal interest, and that is what I stand for. I can give you examples because I've experienced it. So what do you stand for? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are like your absolute no's? So I was a mom blogger earlier, and there is one brand that I never worked with, because I stand by that one principle that I will never work with Johnson's Baby or like Johnson's and Johnson's, because I just do not like the work that they have done over a course of like decades, like several decades, and how they did not even take the responsibility of the products that they stood for. Like one of their baby products, that is Johnson's Baby Powder, had cancer causing ingredients, and many people have lost their lives because of that, and they just didn't even apologize for it properly. That like just sat with me. So I never promoted them in my 9 years of like blogging career. And I know that even tomorrow if I get an opportunity to like use that product for my child, I will never. I know that what I stand for. So you need to know your non-negotiables, you need to know your likes, your dislikes. So you know that if you're creating content, for example, you're creating content for a founder, and if I talk about a book in this video, and if the founder or like the nutritionist or whoever is watching this video, like you actually read, you will be like instantly, wow, she reads books, I want to like be friends with her. Or if not be friends with her, that is too much for you, then you at least want to be like stick around ki this person shares my interest, so there is some relatability. And there are like many other things. So for example, you love cricket, in your entire content you might be like giving references of cricket, but if I am someone who doesn't follow cricket, it is not going to hit me no matter how hard you try. So you need to know that if you are into something, your audience will also be into something like similar. So you need to know, like if you like cricket, your audience also should like cricket. So when you are creating your audience persona, it should be 2 ways. Like you are creating your personal brand and you are also creating your target audience. So if you love cricket and you are going to talk about it and you want to talk about it, then your target audience should also love cricket, because if you say out of 7 days, if you're posting like all 7 days and you are like talking about cricket for 4 posts or 4 different days, and if I don't watch cricket, it is not gonna hit me, I am not going to relate, and your content is like just not going to like it is going to fail, and your personal brand is not going to be relatable to me. I will not come back to your channel or your LinkedIn account or your Instagram account because I just don't relate with cricket. As simple as that. Now that we are done here, the next important part is storytelling. No personal brand is created without a story. BTS were like 7 common boys from South Korea, who came together to create this phenomenal brand. For Priyanka Chopra, it is the same story. A woman who actually entered pageants and then became an actress and did a phenomenal work. No matter what her personal life was all about, we don't know what the truth was. She literally vanished from Bollywood and then she went on to dominate Hollywood, and she created her mark there as well. She has her own business, and you don't see like a failure story in there, because what she has created is bigger than the setbacks that she has experienced. Of course, there were failures with BTS also, but it just doesn't matter because they just kept moving ahead. So what is important for you is not only focusing on the past and your past life experiences, but also your now, how you are living it now, and what you are aiming to like create. So for example, my personal identities are like, I want like personally everyone to like go digital and create their personal brands, because that gives you a lot of freedom to work from anywhere you want. That also gives you a lot of financial freedom. And भाई पैसा है तो सब कुछ है लाइफ में, पैसा नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं है. Of course it goes on saying with health also, but even to have that health insurance you need money. So money is important, and I want everyone watching this video to have like that financial freedom, that location wise freedom, and also to have that authority in their own business, their own industry that they're working in. Because you have slogged your asses off for years now, and now it is time that you get your due credit. And if you don't know how to do that, I'm here to help. So we are working towards one simple goal, and you are here for all the education or all the knowledge that I have, and I'm here to like give it to you. So that is the common goal that we have. So what is it that your story is? Where did you come from? What is your why? What happened in your past that has triggered you to be here, sit in front of this gadget where you are watching this video, and why you are watching this video? Something, okay, there has to be something that is your motivation behind creating a personal brand. For me, my personal story was that I was a mom blogger. I used to create content on Instagram and my personal blog, and I used to create content around parenting, homeschooling, because I homeschool my child, and I've worked with my favorite brands from different industries. And it was only possible because I was working from home, I had the knowledge, and I had the courage to go and do something that I really want, and that enabled me to be where I was. That is my personal story, but that story doesn't end there. My Instagram account got deleted, and that was a major setback for me. Then I actually started my own business, because my Instagram account got deleted and Instagram was my major source of income. So now, as a single mom, I had nowhere to go, no help, no financial help. So I had to like earn money somehow. So I started selling paper planners, and even today, my brand is like, I created them till 3 years ago. Then I stopped and I took a break, because I have been like creating content for so long that I didn't know where to stop, and I just didn't know how to go ahead. But I still went ahead. And then I started this digital agency, because I had promised myself that when my daughter turns 10, I will actually start my own digital agency. Because back in the days, in my blogging days, I used to create my own blogs, and I have helped innumerable women to create their own websites. Like, I have created their own websites for free, and that has given them, so many of them, like even today, financial freedom. So if I can do it for free, and if I am someone who is struggling financially, I should actually earn, like make it my living. And now I actually work at a digital agency. So this is my story, and this is my why, and I feel very strongly for it. So what is your why? What happened in your childhood, your teenage years, your 20s, your 30s, 40s, whichever age group you sit in? Map out your entire life story. Pick out the pieces that you want to talk about. Pick out the knowledges. Like, this is a lesson for me. I learned a lesson that even though I had like a blog, I never created an email list. I had a website, but I didn't actually focus on building my audience on my website, collecting their emails. And with one Instagram account deleted, my entire career was like over 8 years of mehnat, and it was all gone. Like, you can't imagine the amount of like trouble I landed in. But like, there were many people, because of my authority that I created in my industry, mom blogging industry. So many people, like so many mom bloggers, so many bloggers from other industries also came ahead and gave me shout outs on stories, and helped me build my account back again. And my account got deleted in the last week of October. And in the first week of November, I had already like designed paper planners, because I had those skills, and I had already started selling them, like pre-selling them by mid October, by mid November. And it was not possible without the personal brand that I created, without the connections, the community that I built, and people started following me. But what happened with me is that I couldn't trust Instagram again, and that is why I never went back to Instagram content creation back again. And that is a line that I draw. I am too traumatized, and I am like working on it, but I can't like give my 100% on Instagram, even though I try. So I know my limits, my story, and where I come from. And I know that if I can do it, anyone can do it, like from scratch. If I can start, you can also start from scratch. If you have been creating content from so long and it is not working for you, you were just doing it wrong, because no one educated you when it comes to personal branding, digital marketing, digital ecosystems, content strategy, all of that, because you didn't know what social media was 10 years ago. Because this industry is so new. Like, I am someone who calls myself a blogger since the age of like 20. I was a blogger at the age of 20. I have my entire 20s I've dedicated to blogging. So I know it inside out because I've worked in the industry. So you can trust me, because now that I've told you my story, you instantly like connect with my story, and that is what you want to build. Map out your entire like decade, one decade, your childhood. Maybe you were from this small town. So I was from Vasai. There were not many opportunities there. Then in my teens, we shifted to Mumbai, that is like Borivali area, and that literally opened a new world for me. And then I became a mom blogger in my 20s, and that like opened so many more opportunities for me as a woman, as a mom, as a family, for us, as a professional, for me. And then in my 30s, I am in my 30s now, and I am creating this, like I am building this business. And I know that I am going in a right direction, because I have experience. And even if I don't go in the right direction, I know I can trust myself, because I can get up from that one failure. I can do this again, and I am going to keep talking about so many more lessons that I have learned over a period of time. So this is me just telling you my story, honest story, and you listening, because might be you don't find it relatable, but at least it is worth listening to. Okay, so don't be afraid to share your story, no matter how tragic it is or how unconventional it is. And the last thing is building a community. So now that everyone is knowing your like personal life, you don't have to share everything with the world. Okay, you can decide how much you want to share, what you want to share. Maybe you don't want to bring your family online or bring your kids online. Okay, so what you can do is you can share 10 lessons I learned in my job as a doctor, 10 lessons I learned at my internship, or maybe 5 things you learned about being a videographer, or being a video editor, or being a nutritionist, these kind of content. So you are sharing your professional story. For me, it is all like interrelated, because I used to be a freelancer, I used to work from home, so everything was very personal for me. And I think I drive strength from my personal life more than my professional life. But it can be different for you. You can actually drive the strength, or the content, or lessons, or whatever you want to share from your professional life only. Just look at your professional life over a course of like maybe in childhood you dreamed of becoming something else, like for example, you wanted to become a cricketer, but then you thought that it was not possible, maybe because of parental pressure, or maybe social or cultural norms, you were not able to. So your teenage was like playing cricket. Then in your 20s, you just started watching cricket, and then you like loved the community that the Indian Cricket Association has like built around the IPLs and all of the World Cup and all of that. Okay, so now it got relatable. Okay, so you can keep driving so much of like content from that one identity of yours, telling it like a story. The whole point of it is like you need to know how to tell a story. And then the most important part is building a community. Now you have to build a community around that story. So my story is that I am a single mom. So instantly single moms got attracted to me. My professional story is that I was a content creator who's worked with brands, who has created content, who has a degree in filmmaking. So I know what I'm doing, and I have worked as a freelancer, as a digital marketer for an entire decade. So I have the experience, I have the skills, I have the digital ecosystem. I have been like working for other personal brands for creating their content strategy, their personal brand. So I know what I'm doing, and I am like trying to just replicate that, and it is working. So why not like share with the people who don't have the means to actually pay but want to do something like better for their career. So here is me doing that, and you have to like just find your identity, your story, and your community, like who are the people you are creating for. When your identity is like solved, you get the clarity who you are and who you are creating for, and then you make those people your entire, friend circle, your family, your, audience, whatever you want to call them. You can call them your armies, you can call them your, magicians, you can call them your kittens, whatever you want, you can just call them. For me, I just want to call you a very intelligent person for just watching this video till here, because creating a personal brand is the only way to survive 2026. The sooner you like recognize this, the faster things become. If you are creating a personal brand on LinkedIn, please follow me on LinkedIn. I will share the link in the description box below, because I am still new on LinkedIn, but I am following this content formula. And two of my posts, like I posted only for 7 days consistently. I posted for 7 days, and two of my videos went viral, and I gained, like in 2 posts, I gained 89 plus followers in like 2 posts. That happened. Matlab, I was like so flabbergasted, like following just this simple formula. So what I'm saying is, just don't post content because someone else is posting the content. Post the same content. Actually learn yourself, learn your identity, your story, what kind of community you want to build. Do you want people who are, into same kind of interest, or do you want like a psychological identity, or do you want to build a community that actually relies on emotion? I know that I am someone who is very psychological and very emotional in nature while giving technical knowledge as well. So I want to build a community where we are not only, building a personal brand, but we are also doing some personal development and, exchanging some kind of emotion over here, so that your struggle is like heard of. And my message is also very clear, that I know what it takes to, build then fall, then build then fall, and it is like a never ending cycle. Sometimes it feels like, if you actually work on things like a scientific formula, like you treat it as your work, as your, strategy, then it is going to work. But you also have to understand that you have to stick to it, you have to repeat it. Anything that you're trying to build today has to be repeatable. So moral of the story is, like, most people online are just posting content. They are not trying to create a personal brand. And if at all you are like trying to create a personal brand, why not create the best of it? Why not create a memorable brand like BTS or Priyanka Chopra? You don't need a lot of followers to build a personal brand that actually, sells your services or actually makes impact on the society. You need just the few select, people who are actually the right fit for you. And you don't need answers to everything today. You just need someone who asks you the right questions when you are building this personal brand of yours. And that is all it takes to build a personal brand. If you feel that, you understand all of this and still feel lost, and you want help in creating your personal brand, you can just contact me at 9833778383, and we can create your personal brand together, which will be valid for at least next 3 to 5 years. So you don't have to like keep repeating it. But if you want like an ongoing support system, someone to hold you accountable, then we also can work on a monthly basis. You can reach out to me. Again, the link is in the description box below to directly reach out to me on WhatsApp. So that is it from my side. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let me know in the comments below if there is a specific video request that you have that you would like me to like create for you, or any question that you have that needs answering in the comments below. I will see you in my next video.